Hey guys, this is Ginny from Polly's Paper Studio. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share a mini flip book that I created with the Amber Moon paper collection from Prima. I'm completely obsessed with flip books now in every fashion and form, and I'm just experimenting with lots of different styles. So today this is going to be a 4x4 flip, but it's quite chunky, so you can see I've added a lot of fun layers here. So I'm also using some flowers from Little Birdie Crafts and trims from Really Reasonable Ribbon. So to start the cover, I've got two pieces of cardstock. The first one I've cut at 4 by 11 inches, and the second one I have cut at 4 by 8 1/4. So for the longer piece, I want to start by scoring first at 4 inches and then 4 1/4. Then I just want to slide that down so that I can add 4 inches. Now I'm going to score there, and then also at 1/2 inch. So go ahead and fold at your score lines. This will become the left-hand side of the book. And then your second piece, you're going to score at 4 and 4 1/4. Then you want to fold those score lines again, making sure to get them nice and straight. For this purpose, I'm just using scrap paper, but you should use 110-pound cardstock because that will give you a nice sturdy base to add all your layers. So what I want to do is add the adhesive tape here, and you would go all the way around and then add this second piece right up to that score line, keeping it nice and straight. So you can fold both sides in now, and this will create your cover. The pattern papers, I'm using the Amber Moon paper pad. This is in the 8 by 8 size, and it's just got a nice selection of fall inspired patterns and cut aparts. And so I'm going to begin adding that to the book that I have prepared. So I went ahead and made that same pattern, but in the white heavy cardstock. And for the first two pages that show when it's open, I want them to coordinate. So I've got some of the pattern paper, and because this is a fall book, I decided to use just a regular brown cardstock to mat them. And here is a companion pattern in that stripe. I've added a bit of that brown cardstock to the top, and this is just going to create a nice little pocket. I've added adhesive only to the sides and bottom. So for this page, I am going to use the same pattern in the background, and that will help it to coordinate. Now I'm going to top it with this sweet little die cut doily and a second pattern from the collection. This has a small map print on it. So this will be what you see when you open the book to begin. So I did a couple pages ahead just so that we could keep in a nice amount of time. Basically what I'm doing is creating a layered section here with the complementary patterns, and then I've got a tip in so you can add more pictures or journaling, and then on this side we have a pull-out insert with lots of extra room to add all of your photos. So let's do this side very quickly. For the left-hand page, I'm going to begin with this beautiful pumpkin and butterfly and rose pattern, and that is matted again in that chocolatey brown color. I want to add a half pocket, which I made by cutting the whole square and then cutting it in half at a diagonal, which gave me the pocket for both pages, adding the matting again, and then I've put just a very small amount of wet adhesive so that the pocket will be very secure. So I'm just going to add that pocket there and let it set up while we do the inside page. This one is the same pattern. I like to keep them all consistent on the inside of the book so they coordinate, and that is going to go here. And then I have a that diagonal stripe again, which is really sweet. This would work well too for Halloween, I think. Here's another tip in. What a great way to use up scraps, because you could put the offcuts on the back. And then I'm going to just add that fold crease line over, and I've already added the adhesive, so I'm just going to adhere it centered on this page and add my second tag. So this is more of that diagonal, and I've got it cut so that I can use it as an insert. And I'm just going to tuck that into the pocket. And that completes the inside. Let's work on the front. If you're going to add ribbon, now is the time, because you can sandwich that in between the pattern paper and the base. So I'm just going to put a little bit of that express glue down and then rest the ribbon into it so that I get it stuck right where I want it. For the cover, I'm using that stripe as the main pattern, and I'm just going to attach that. And the wood grain pattern is going to go at the bottom with more of the matting to separate the patterns. I've got another die cut doily. This one came from Amazon, and I really like it. It's just the perfect size for minis. Here is a little tag that I cut just by snipping off the corners of one of the cut apart images. And then the focal image is one of the cut aparts again. I double matted that with brown and then white cardstock and added the orange clip to coordinate. And I'm just going to put it slightly off center because I want to leave room for these flowers, which are the Wendy Pearl Fall from Little Birdie Crafts. And then the final detail is going to be a few sequins. And for this I want to use the Tombow Mono Multi. Once you've set your sequins into place, it's very helpful to just tap them in with, I'm using offset tweezers, and that will help keep the fingers out of the glue. So now you can tie up this mini. So that is it for our Blessed mini flip book created with the Amber Moon collection from Prima. I have some flowers from Little Birdie Crafts and trims from Really Reasonable Ribbon. If you enjoyed this project, leave me a like, leave me a comment, and if you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe. As always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day, and I thank you so much for watching. Bye!